everyone. This is Brittany Greer, Project Support Coordinator at the Mississippi Parent Training and Information Center. Thank you all for joining us for Informed in 5. Today's guests are Andy and Alisha Bryant. They are the parents of Anna Brooke Bryant, who is in 3rd grade at Moorville Elementary School. Andy serves as Assistant Special Education Director for the Lee County Schools. He has also served in the past as a high school teacher and elementary assistant principal with a total of 18 years in education. Alisha works in Tupelo in sales. The Bryants have 2 children, Chapman, who is 25 years old, and Anna Brooke, who is 9.
Hey, I want to say thank you to MSPTI for allowing us to talk, even if it's for a brief amount of time, on Down syndrome awareness. It's a topic that's very important to us. Obviously, we have a daughter who's 9 years old who has Down syndrome. The 3 topics we're going to discuss today are fears at birth, early intervention, and also inclusion from birth to school age. My wife Alisha is going to start sharing some things with you, and then I will interject and we'll cover all those topics.
Hey everybody, so a little bit about Anna Brooke. Like we said, she's 9. She's very spunky and outgoing, and we just love how unique that she is. And we didn't know that Anna Brooke had Down syndrome when she was born, or before she was born. And I just remember being super excited. Our daughter was finally here. It was a very special time. And then, but wait, there's a diagnosis of Down syndrome. And so I just kind of want us to look at why it's so scary to hear those words. Why is it so scary to hear Down syndrome? So today, what we'd like to help educate on is how we can all come together and change the first thoughts that we have on Down syndrome. So first, I'd like to just say, any new moms and dads that's out there, just so you know, we're here for you. And we are a very big community, and we all stick together and rally together for each other. And we just want to kind of help you look forward your baby's diagnosis whenever that happens.
And too, it's okay to not know what the future may be. You know, it's okay to even, you know, to be scared. I think it's normal at first to have big plans, you know, in your mind or with your family, that you have these plans for what's supposed to be. And then when you get that diagnosis, you know, then all of a sudden you feel like, oh goodness, you know, what's next? I think all that's normal. But
and that's normal with a typical child and a non-typical child. So I think those fears are for any and every child.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of groups that are out there for assistance that you can reach out to, and let us know. And whatever area you're in, we'll certainly share those groups with you, their location and their contact information. That's the main thing as far as fears at birth. Then we want to talk about early intervention. I know when your child is first born, you talk with the physician, you have a lot of different fears, a lot of different anxieties. Early intervention is there for you and your child. They offer PT, they offer OT. Those things are important. Oftentimes you know, it's not communicated clearly that those services are available. You know, if you need assistance on that, please reach out to us and we can put you in touch with organizations that can provide those services. I know that once your child turns 3 years old, then the school district in which you live in takes over the responsibility of educating your child. That is done through an evaluation. So you call your local school district, whichever district you actually live in, your residence, even though your child may be attending a daycare in another city or another county, it's going to be where your house is. That school district is responsible for educating your child. So when your child turns, even before the age of 3, contact your local school district and set up that evaluation. That way that school is ready to assist you and your child as soon as possible when they're school age. That's, you know, we talked about fears at birth. We've talked a little bit about early intervention. I think we want to talk about maybe inclusion. We'll touch on inclusion some next.
Yeah, as far as early intervention, that's a really great foundation that you can give your child when they turn 3 years old. And I think that you should always take advantage of that and get them, you know, that early time from 3 to 5 to prepare them for kindergarten. So definitely take advantage of those services that are provided to you by the state, and get your child a good foundation to get ready for kindergarten.
And OT, PT, and speech are all services that are free. Free to you, doesn't cost you anything. That's also important. You know, that's through your local, oftentimes through your local health department, or your physician may refer you to or someone for that. We did want to talk about actual school age and inclusion and how important that is and why that's important. I think the main thing is just for a child with Down syndrome to be around students that do not have a disability. That way they can see and understand certain life skills, and they pick up on you know, actions of students without disabilities, how to talk to each other, how to play together, how to interact. I think that is extremely important. I know that in the school, a lot of times parents have fears when their child enters kindergarten and they don't know what class they'll be in. I would suggest that, you know, that parents talk to your school officials and be sure that they're in inclusion classes at least till 3rd grade. That means full inclusion. That means PE, art, academic instruction, all those classes, they need to be with non-disabled peers at least till 3rd grade. And I wouldn't take no for an answer. I would, you know, it's your right to ask questions, to question things if something doesn't seem right. And you know, schedule an IEP meeting. Those IEP meetings are your meetings. They're your child's meetings. After 3rd grade, from 3rd grade on, it's somewhat normal to maybe be in a self-contained classroom. Each situation is different, but still, even when your child may be in a self-contained classroom, you still want to push inclusion through PE, art, cafeteria time, and any extracurricular activities. So that's just kind of in a nutshell what we came to talk about today or tonight was fears at birth, early intervention, inclusion. And then to wrap up, I mean, I think the main thing is just don't get wrapped up for new parents. I think it's normal to fear, but I think a child with Down syndrome, I know at least in our experiences, they become the centerpiece for your family. They become what kind of the rock of the family, when what you were afraid of initially actually is what holds everybody together and everybody rallies around.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. So if you're a new parent out there and right now you're kind of just at that fear stage, you know, just touch base with some of us parents who have a child that's a little bit older, and let us just help you kind of look beyond that diagnosis, so that, you know, we can kind of shed some light on the uniqueness that your child is going to have, and, you know, how great that person is going to influence your family's life.
Yeah, feel free to send us a private message. Feel free to email us. Send us a message on Facebook, and we will respond. And if we'll answer any questions that we can, and if not, we'll put you in touch with the person that can answer those questions. And thanks to MSPTI for having us on. We appreciate it. We look forward to doing another recording soon.
That's great. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.